Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in yesterday's video we created this beautiful Tim Holtz inspired journal cover. So today we are going to start with some signatures. And this is a smaller journal. This is 4.5 by 6. This is a good size that I like. I think we're going to put 3 signatures in here. So we need to pick some papers. And I have several. I want to do like 3. The covers I want to be the Tim Holtz covers. I think that one would make a pretty cover. So let's use that. And you know what? This will actually make 2 covers, so we can use the front as a cover and the back as a cover. So we just really need to pick one more. I think I can use the 6 by 6 cards. Let's see how that would work. I think that would be cute. Okay. So we know that our journal is 6 inches tall. So I don't know that I want, let me grab a piece of coffee paper to do a little test. Like I said, guys, I'm very visual. I like to see things. So I want my signatures to be about here, from top to bottom. So how big is that? Can you believe I'm using a ruler? So about 5 3/4. So let's just set that out of the way for now. And let's use this one here. We also have, let's use this one. Let me cut it at 6 inches and just cut it apart. That's gonna cut those 6 by 6s apart, and then we will go here because there's a little rough stuff there, and then we'll do 5 3/4 right there. Okay, so there's that for right now. Now the next thing is I want to see how wide I want my signatures. I'm good, thank you, baby. So let's say to here. Let me fold this up and see how it would look. Like I said, guys, I'm very visual. I like to see how things look. So that would be too wide. It would probably be easier if I could just measure and be done with it, but I don't know why I don't. Okay. I still think that is a little too wide. So let's try this. See, guys, you never know with me. I just like to see it. I don't know. That would be, that's about right. So how wide is that? It's about, we could say 8 1/4, or we could say 8. Let me see what 8 inches would look like. Let's just see. We'll cut this piece of, we'll go 8 inches. And then, let's say 5 and, what did we say, 5 3/4, I believe. So let's just see how this would look in there. And, you know, I can use this in the page. You know, it's not like I'm losing it. So let me just fold this where it's supposed to fold. Okay. I think that will be perfect. So we'll do 8 inches. Okay. So for this to be the cover, it's 12 inches, and I kind of want to keep it, so I'm going to take 2 inches off of each end to give me my 8. So that way I'll still have that as my center. And then we will use that other places in the journal. Oh, that's cute. I wonder if I should do them all like that. Because I really like the way that looks. I like the way that looks for sure. Let me grab my bone folder. What did I do with it? Here we go. I'm thinking I want to do the other 2 covers out of 6x6 because I like it. So we can do, we have one here. So let's cut it at 5 3/4. Let me make sure that I like the way that looks in there. Oh yeah. So 5 3/4. And then 2 inches off of this side. I apologize, guys, but my husband is in the kitchen and the dogs go crazy. Okay. We're going to lose the butterflies, but we will use that. That is pretty. Okay, let's get one more of the 6x6. Okay, I'm just moving some stuff around. One more 6x6. I thought I had some already out. Maybe not. I do. So let's use... let's see, we'll use, I don't know which one. So we use that one. And use that. Let's just go with this one. Should we do the bird? We might. Okay, so this one, the top looks pretty good, so we'll just cut this at 5 3/4 and not worry with all that extra cutting right now. So we need, oh, but I'll lose the bird. Oh well, we'll use it. So let's take 2 inches off here and 2 inches off here. Yeah, but we will use that bird image. That'll actually be good for like a journal card or something. Okay, so let's fold these the way they need to be. Now the other thing is, do I want this on the outside or that? let's do one that way. And then we'll do this one this way. Okay, so just folding it where everything matches up. And again, you know, I could get my scoreboard out, but that would make way too much sense. Now, the one thing I do and like to do, I like to kind of, for the most part, decorate my journal, the signatures, before I actually sew them in. It just makes it easier for me. Okay. So I do want the rounded corners. So now let's pick some paper to go in it. So I know I want that coffee dyed page in there. Let me pull some of the other coffee dyed paper. This is some that like my son helped me do, and this is the one I won't put in my store because like they're torn, or I don't, you know, the color is just a little too off or something. I actually love them, but they don't meet my quality standard to be sold. Not as a whole sheet like that. I'm just picking some that we can put in our journal. I'm going to put some other pages in there other than the coffee dyed paper, but I'm just picking some out right now that I would want to go in there. See, like these are cute. I love them, but I don't have enough of them, and you know, so I just use these. So let's get some of these out. Of course, I'm not going to use all this paper I'm getting out, but as we start assembling the signatures, I like to have a variety. So there's those. Let's see. I have some. Let's see what I have over here. I have some glassine, some coffee dyed glassine paper. I think that would be really cute in this journal. So let's just get a couple of pieces of that out. And I love to use a variety of textures and papers in my journals. What is this one? This is like tracing paper. This is like ink dyed or something. But we will use it for this. Now, I thought I had some coffee dyed vellum. Pull my papers out. I do. I have some coffee dyed vellum. So let's get a couple of these out. Okay, and then we need some old book page. So my sweet mother-in-law gifted me with this. Look how beautiful. It's from 1878. I wonder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, we wouldn't even have to like cut the page. Let's see. Let's use some of this. So we need like 3 that we would want to put in there. This is so pretty. So I'm just looking to see, because it would be folded. So that one would be good because that would be on one page. We can actually get 2 out of that one page. So we'll set that one to the side. And let's just see. So yeah, guys, this is how I pick my papers, and I don't know. I'm kind of goofy, I know. Gosh, these are beautiful. I love them. Okay, let's just use one that we've already got out. Let's just go with this one. Okay, so let me set this back down. Absolutely gorgeous. Now I need to get some other like book pages. I should have brought them over. So let me pause you guys. Let me grab some more book pages and we will be right back. Okay guys, I am back. I just pulled a couple of the things that I have, and it really should be a sin for somebody to have so many book pages. I love them all. Look at these. I probably should scan these in, because these are gorgeous. Look at that writing. Isn't that beautiful? So, a lot of these are books that my mother-in-law has gifted me. 1924. Yeah, I think I'm going to scan those in. So my sweet mother-in-law gives me a lot of this kind of stuff that you guys see that I use. So if I use these, like that one could be used like that. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so I like it when they're still together because it makes it so much easier. So we can use those. So let's see what else we have that we might can use. And of course, I know that I am getting way too many pages out, but I don't know. I'd rather have out too many than not enough. So we might put some old music paper in there. These I'm going to scan in. I think these are all like cut. So if I were to use these, I would have to. Oh my goodness, look how pretty. I need to pull out some of these. Well, we can use that. I'll put that in there. See, here's some that we can put in. Look at these. I love the handwriting on these. Look, we've got several that we can just use the bits and pieces without messing it up. Look at that. Look at the handwriting. 1924. I don't know if you can see it on that one. So cool. There's handwriting on these, but they're not full sheets, so I guess this must have been like somebody's school book, maybe? I don't know. As you guys can see, I can get lost just looking through this stuff. Okay, so I think we've got a good start. Let me get these straightened back up. What is this? I can use that. What is this one? It's torn. I like this, but it's not, the pages are, they're glued in, they're not sewn, so they would be like, I'd have to do the same type thing. Same thing with these. It looks like they just come apart. I don't know, we'll set a couple pages out that we can use just to see. Okay, so there's those. And let me just take a look at this Mother Goose book. 1957. See, it's already been torn, some of it. Let's just get maybe a couple of these pages. because I can washi tape them together. So there's one. Oh, that's cute. I wish they were actually sewn in to where I could just two. Oh, let's get one more. See how this book is already coming apart. It's a shame. Because the book is really, 1957. I've got a lot older books than this. But, oh well. We will make good use of it. Alright, so let me set that to the side. And then, of course, we'll pull other pages and stuff in. But I think we have a very good start, obviously. And I wanted to use the real vintage pages since it is a Tim Holtz inspired book. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start cutting down some of the coffee dyed paper. And I'll show you how I normally get my signatures prepped. So I know that I wanted the 8 inches, so it needs to be 8 by 5 3/4, and so I'm looking at this, so we're just going to cut it at 8 inches this way. And then what I can do, well, this has got that in, but I'm okay with that. Even though I want it 5 3/4, some pages will be fine being shorter, so I am going to cut it like that. So we will actually get 2 out of that one. So let's just see how that's going to work. And did I cut it? Something don't look right. I did not do something right. Look at that, guys. What did I do? I don't know what I've done, but we're going to use them. Because I've cut them, we're going to use them. Oh. I done it wrong. I know what I done. Oh well. We will use these so that we don't waste them. Let's do it. I'm just trying to see how I want it. Like I said, it doesn't matter if some of the pages are shorter than others. Obviously, I had several that are shorter than others. So this is 8 inches, but I want it at... I don't know what... I know what I've done. I'm just being goofy. Lord. Okay. So if I do this at 8 inches. That's what I done wrong. Okay, now we got it. And now I can do this at 5 1/2. I was just having a little brain dump, or a big brain dump. I told y'all I am very visual. You see how it was until I just actually was able to look at it and see it. It just it wasn't registering with me. How pretty that coffee dyed paper is. So we will use that. I want to use this one because this one is just beautiful to me. So let's do the 8 inches. And like I said, these will be a little bit shorter because I'm getting 2 out of each page, and that's fine because I don't want to waste any of this pretty paper. My son was having a little bit too much fun coffee dyeing the paper that day, but I love it. Okay. And so let's see. Let's go ahead and let's do one of the glassine papers. And these may be a little bit bigger than 11. And if they are, we might can get the 5 3/4. No, it looks like they are 11. So let's do 5 1/2 on these as well. I don't want to waste any of this glassine paper. And I love the way that sounds. Let's see, let's get one more of the glassine. So yeah, this is how I know that I do things so crazy. I know. I just kind of, I like to see it. It makes more sense once I can actually see it. So this may be 8 inches. Let's go ahead and cut just, oh, it's gonna tear it, of course. So let me cut a little bit more off because it won't matter if it's short. Get rid of that. And then, so these are only, what, 10 1/2? If I do it that way. I'm just thinking here. I think I want, on these, I think I want these to be 5 1/2 this way. And it's okay, I'm gonna lose, no, I want it 5 3/4. I'm gonna lose some of this paper, but that's okay. Because I really want to keep that like at the top. And so I'm going to do it 8 inches. And I'm okay with that. So let's do this one at 5 3/4. And then we'll do it at 8. Alrighty. And do I have one more of those pulled out? I do. Let's go ahead and cut one more of those. We may put one in each signature. I don't know. We're gonna have us a stack of papers that we can pick from. And then let's do some vellum. And so the vellum I probably will do at the 5 1/2, so that we don't waste any of that. I'm going to cut one more piece of vellum. I love the coffee dyed vellum. Love it. Yeah, so this journal is probably going to be several videos because, as you see, it takes me forever to decide what I want in the journals. So let's do some tracing paper. All right, let's see if we can do 2 pieces at one time. Am I brave? Brave or stupid one? I don't know. And I'm just moving some of this out of the way so that we can work. Okay. So let's try it. All right, so we want this 5 3/4. Am I right, guys? No, we want this at 8. See, I almost done it again. You almost let me do it, but I heard somebody yelling at me, telling me I was doing it wrong. And then how long are these? Okay, so this is longer, so we can do the 5 3/4, it looks like. And let's see, can we get 5 3/4? Yes, perfect. Okay, so there, we done 2 sheets at one time. Now, we have our music paper. So let's do 5 3/4. And I don't know why I don't put that thing back over there. And so it's folded in half already. So if it's 8, I need it at 4. So that's already a folded page for us. And then this we can use somewhere else in it. So let's do the same thing. Let's cut this at 5 3/4. Okay. And then let me find my fold and we'll cut at 4. Okay, so there's that. Now that's only 2, but that's okay. Let's just see what else we have. We have these. So let's cut this at 5 3/4. And I'm going to go ahead and put that over there because I know that's where it needs to be. So 5 3/4. And then we want it at 8. So so I don't take the wording off, I'm going to cut some off right here. And then I'll turn it around and then I'll do it at 8 here. So I don't cut the wording. And so again, 5 3/4. So you guys are going to get tired of just watching me cut paper. But, you know, several of you asked my process for doing things, and this is honestly my process. So, ooh, I wanted that image. I don't want to waste this paper, but I do want that image. And we will use the paper somewhere else, so. All right, so I need 5 3/4. And I put it where I had the good straight edge. And so again, I'm taking some off of each at the side, and then I will do my 8 inches. So I don't cut into the writing part. And you know what? We're going to use this. So let's cut this at 8. It's smaller, but it's okay. Because like I said, some of our pages are going to be, you know, full size. Some of our pages will be smaller. Let's see. So this one need to be 5 3/4. And you know what I'm going to do? How tall is this? So 7 1/2. So let's, you know, maybe split it like right here. Let's do it at like 3 3/4, and we'll put half in one side and half in the other. Because I don't want to lose it. And then we have these. Okay, so I think we actually have enough to get going. And with these being the vintage book pages, you guys know I'm not throwing this out. I can't. Let me put some of the bigger pieces over here that we might can use. Just trying to get some of this stuff Oh yeah, plus we have, I forgot about these. These were hiding from me, so let's do something with those. And again, all of these strips will probably make like some little booklet, tuck booklets or something to stick in the journal. These I don't think we need to do anything with. I think they're a good height and width already. Same with those. And then these, okay. So let's see what we would have to take off of these. Because we need them at 5 3/4. I'm gonna go right here so I can kind of preserve that little image. And then let's see where 5 3/4 gets us. That'll be good. And so I would need that at 4. Let's see where 4 is, so it's a little too much, but that's what we're gonna have to do because, unless I wanna fold it. Let's fold it. I don't wanna lose all that. So I'm just gonna cut a little bit of this off. And I'm going to do the same thing here, just a little bit. And I think we will, no, we won't have to fold that image. I think it'll be fine to cut that one. And again, you guys know I do things so crazy. So probably in today's video, all we're really going to be able to do is just kind of just get the signatures ready. We won't even be able to decorate them today because somebody took so long picking out pages. But it's part of my process. Okay, so we have this stack of papers. Now let's go ahead and fold some of the pages that we know we're going to stick in there. Is that too long? I don't guess so. I guess it just looks that way because of how short it is. Oh, the page is gonna... That's one thing about these old book pages. I'm a little worried about folding them, but I can go back in and reinforce them with some washi. And I will probably have to do that because these are so brittle. Look at that. So we will definitely, in tomorrow's video, we will have some, we will do some of that. We will prep the old pages. It's just so brittle. And these are already ready to go. So it's just folding them. So I like to go ahead and fold my pages. And help, like I said, you know, with me being visual, once I get them folded, then I can start like assembling the signatures, and it helps when I'm figuring out what all I want in the signatures. And so make sure, if this is, if I haven't already sold this journal, you know, if you want it before it goes into my Etsy, make sure you message me so that you can go ahead and purchase it. I don't mind you doing that. You will have to let me know, because if it is not sold by the time it is finished, it will be listed in my Etsy. I love these old manuscript papers. And then the way that we kept it with the lines going, it would make great journaling spots. And I love the crinkle of that vellum. Love that. Oh, that sounds so good to me. How many of you guys are like that? You like the crinkle, and I love the sound of like the coffee dyed paper like my son did, because it's so dark and crisp. I love the sound of it. That's the glassine paper. I had some time cards and stuff, some coffee dyed time cards, but we'll work on that tomorrow. Today is mainly just trying to get the actual papers for our signature. And we may not be able to use all of these because we're going to need some good sturdy bases to put our ephemera and stuff on, but you know, it gives us an idea. All right, so let's get our signatures kind of prepared the way we want them. So this is how I always do. I always lay out my signature covers, and then I just take my paper, and so this is coffee dyed and coffee dyed, coffee dyed. And so I always go ahead and start like adding those on. And that's all I'm doing right now, is just putting the different pieces where I might would want it. I really hate that those are like tearing like that, but you know, what can be done? So now I'm just adding, you know, the little bits and pieces that we had kind of left over. I said I was going to fold that one. Okay, let's just see where we're at right now. So if I've done this one, and I just kind of like to go ahead and, you know, halfway get it the way that I would do it for my journal. And that gives me a good idea of how I'm doing size-wise, and, you know, because I'm bad about bulking things up. But this just kind of helps me know what I'm looking at. And I do want to make sure that my middle page is always like a good quality. So either like the coffee dyed paper or the coffee dyed vellum. Okay, so that's looking good. Let's work on this one. And so we are going to fold those because we didn't want to lose it. So I need to probably go ahead and fold them, just so that we can get our signature assembled. All right, let's put this on the outside, I think. Maybe, if I can figure out how to open it. So yeah, how many of you guys enjoy making these kinds of journals? They're different for me. I really love to make like my envelope journals. I love making those because they're so versatile. And for me, a lot of times I've found, have a hard time using these kind of journals because I'm just so afraid of, I don't know, I just love the way they look once you get done with them. And they're meant to be used, but I just love the way they look, just the way they are. So, but hopefully we will make this to where whoever gets it will want to actually use it. And the Tim Holtz papers and stuff, it's already so vintage looking, and then when you start adding actual vintage papers and stuff in, it is just so much fun. And you guys know that we have been working on a lot of ephemera lately, and a lot of it has been Tim Holtz, so that will be pretty neat. We've got some really nice ephemera to go in it. Okay. So there are our signatures. Oh, look at those. These are going to be beautiful. Look. Wow. Okay. All right, guys. So we're going to call this video done. Tomorrow we will come in and we will start working with the signatures, decorating the signatures, figuring all that stuff out. So stay tuned. We will work on this tomorrow. Bye, guys.